Hey Raiders, happy Friday. Mr. Engel here. Want to go over a couple important things that's happening today and moving forward with our school year. Number one thing, safety. Starting next week, you must wear your ID throughout the school, but you will not be able to leave to go outside of your classroom for any reason without wearing your ID. That's a safety and security measure that we have to put in place, so please make sure on your trips to the restroom, or if you need to visit a counselor or something, not only do you have the appropriate pass when leaving the classroom, you've signed in and out of the classroom, you must have your ID. Now, Mr. Engel, I didn't get my ID made. We're going to put a graphic up today. There will be some opportunities for you to get your ID made in the old book room. That's by the office, so please follow this graphic and follow your timeline. Please be aware, though, that we're not doing second IDs, and our system will tell us if we've already done an ID for you this year. So if you're coming because you've lost your ID, today's not the day. This is only for people who've never had your ID made. Now, what do I do if I've lost my ID? Because, Mr. Engel, I just have. You need to meet with Miss Connie before or after school or during lunch. There will be some opportunities starting next week to get your ID made. Remember, a lost ID costs $2. If you don't have $2 at the time you need it, that's okay. We can put that hold onto your account. Secondly, about safety. We have too many students who open doors for other students. That is absolutely against protocol. At no time should anyone ever open the door for another student. If you're getting back from lunch late, which I have a problem with because I give you 50 minutes for lunch, you must come in the front. The side doors, banging on the side doors, waiting for someone, calling someone to come let you in, we're going to closely monitor that via our camera system because that has to stop. Safety at the school is our number one priority, and letting students in, it can't happen. Same with any adults. If any adults are knocking on the window or anything, we have it on all of our exterior doors. If the doors are locked, you must enter through the front of the school. Please make sure that you are doing so as we move forward. Additionally, I want to talk to you about vaping. Obviously, that's not something that will ever be permitted in school, and I want to talk to you about the consequences associated with vaping. Some of the vapes contain THC oil. That THC oil in the state of Texas is considered a felony. And what does that mean for you and your consequences? Well, it means that I'm required to take you for a hearing to see if you'll be placed at alternative school. So please understand that any vape that has THC oil, there's going to be a severe consequence that will involve probably campus police and hearing to see if you'll be placed at alternative schools. So I want to be clear about vapes and the consequences that are associated with that. Really important that you pay close attention to the next announcement because there's a major change in how we're doing attendance recovery moving forward. In the past, we've always allowed anyone for any reason really to participate in attendance recovery. Once you went over 4, you would have to go to Saturday school. Big change though. If you're a student that's just skipping, you're over at the park, you're walking the hallways, you're not doing school Monday through Friday and you're expecting me to do just Saturdays, that's kind of out the window. Yes, we'll still offer attendance recovery for those kids who truly deserve attendance recovery, but attendance recovery for students who just don't want to do Monday through Friday school, that's not going to work. So I want to make sure you're aware if you're caught skipping, if you're caught at the rec, we're monitoring when you come back from lunch. If you have a lot of absences in either 7th or 3rd period, that's going to be an issue, and we may not allow you to make those up. So we're going to look very closely at your Monday through Friday attendance and see if you even qualify for Saturday school. So again, I just want to make sure that everyone understands our expectation is Monday through Friday, we're working really hard at school. We're not skipping school Monday through Friday and then having an extra opportunity on Saturday to make it up. So best thing you can do, keep your attendances under your attendance with 4 or less absences so that you can receive credit moving forward. Raiders, one other really important thing I want to talk to you about is the importance of being back on time from lunch. We give you 50 minutes, which is more than a lot of the other high schools. That's kind of an incentive for you to do well in your other periods. However, you need to be back on time from lunch. Those students who continue to show that they cannot follow the rule and are habitually late, we will assign you seats in the cafeteria. That doesn't matter if you're a 11th or 12th grader. If you can't follow the rules, we can remove your ability to have the privilege of off-campus lunch. Off-campus lunch isn't a right. It isn't something you're guaranteed. It's something that I and the staff are doing because we want to honor your ability to grow up and handle responsibility. However, if you show me you can't handle that responsibility, and we are monitoring attendance and tardies in periods 3 and 7, if you continue to have and display and give me the documentation necessary that you're not taking it seriously, we will be removing the privilege of off-campus lunch. So just understand, no one has a right to go off campus. It's a privilege that we give to you. If you don't take advantage of that privilege and be respectful of being back on time, then it goes away. A couple other things. I see students walking in with meals, full meals and expecting them to eat in class. I've worked with the teachers, and some teachers will allow you to have a snack or even a drink, and that's really kind to them. But the full meals, no, guys, you are not taking advantage of the 50 minutes I give you. You need to better plan and better prepare for how to handle lunch. In the grown-up world, very rarely do you get a 50-minute duty-free lunch. Our teachers only get a 30-minute duty-free lunch. The other time, they're doing things usually for the campus. So understand, you want us to treat you like adults. Make sure you're handling and the responsibility of being back on time from lunch with the respect that it's a privilege. Because I don't want to take it away, but I am going to start taking away from those people who cannot consistently handle their expectation. The thing I want to talk about is de-escalation and emotion regulation. And what do you do if you're just having a day where you're really struggling with conflict with another student? Please make sure that you utilize our counselors, our intervention specialists, even our admin team. Because what we want to see is you as a young adult be able to say, hey, there is conflict, I recognize it, and I need some assistance on how to best deal with this. What I don't want to see, and what we're going to have consequences for, are people who are egging it on, who aren't trying to help their friends de-escalate. If you have a friend that's struggling with emotion regulation or de-escalation that day, or you see they're having conflict, please make sure that you're encouraging them to do the right thing. Encouraging them to do the wrong thing or supporting them doing the wrong thing is not a productive raider. We want our school to remain safe. We want to make sure that we're doing what we need to do to become educated with the content of our classes. And that starts with, number one, can we control ourselves? Can we regulate our emotions? Sometimes I hear students say, they blame other people for being able to control, well, they did this to me. No one is in control of your emotions. You're not a puppet to anyone. So no one can take a remote control and control you. So when you say to me, well, they made me, no. You are in control of your emotions. You are responsible for your ability to be able to regulate your emotions and be able to de-escalate situations. So when you say to me, oh, well, they made me, no. You are in control. No one is a puppet. So please, as we move forward this Friday, make sure that we're thinking about that statement. Make sure you understand that you are in control of you. If you need some support in how to do those things, or you're just having a rough day, absolutely. We have lots of resources here. We want you to be successful. But saying, I've lost control and that's not my fault, it is your fault. If you lose control, it is your responsibility to be able to regulate your emotion and de-escalate any situation. So I know being a teenager is hard. There is going to be conflict from time to time, but how you deal with that conflict is an important part of showing that you're growing up. we want to treat everyone like young adults and give you the respect and responsibility that comes along with that. I need you to make sure that you're utilizing emotion regulation, de-escalation, conflict resolution, and the resources of our school to the fullest benefit so that we do not have any issues here at Southwest High School. Till next time, go Raiders.